Hello pumpkins, and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about my life-proof story. So I decided to make this video because I recently found out that Lifeproof is working to become more sustainable, and I 100% love that. So I wanted to share with you guys what happened to me and my Lifeproof phone case back in 2014 and why I've stuck with Lifeproof all this time. So I don't know about you, but I got my first iPhone when I was 19. Yeah, seriously. So when I finally got it, I was so excited, and I wanted, of course, to make sure that it was safe. So I actually started out with OtterBox, but it was so bulky and they didn't have like the best style. So I quickly switched over to Lifeproof, probably like not even a year later, because they had so many cute colors and it was a lot of a slimmer case, and then it could still keep your phone, you know, really protected. So I probably had Lifeproof for about a year and a half before this whole debacle happened. So I have to start at the beginning. When I was in my sophomore year at college, I went to Disney World on the Disney College program. Absolutely enjoyed it. It was my first time being at Disney, and this is the setting, the stage for our crazy story today. So one day I was on Tower of Terror, my absolute favorite ride, and I had my phone in my pocket. I had shorts on that day, so the pocket was like pretty shallow, but I didn't ever think of it before. But I put my phone in my pocket, you know, got in the ride, strapped in, everything's fine, it's great. You go up, you go down, woohoo, you know, anti-gravity. And I got off the ride and I went to go grab my phone to take a picture of the picture that they take of you. So I got off the ride, no phone. And I was super worried. I, of course, like went through the queue to see if I'd dropped it while I was in line. I went back towards the exit around the store, looked around, nothing. So I went to the cast member, the nearest cast member, and said, hey, can I speak to the manager? I think I lost my phone on the ride. So they gave me like this really weird face, like, oh crap. And of course they went to go get a manager, and they went and checked, I guess they looked at like the cameras to see if they could see anything. It's hard to explain if you haven't rode the ride before, but you're in this like elevator shaft thing, and it moves, like it slides across the ground in a like room. And they looked in that room, they didn't see anything. They looked on the actual ride vehicles, they didn't see any phone anywhere there. So then, unfortunately, like after an hour and a half later, the manager came back and said, like, I think you dropped it in the actual like up and down part, and if you did, your phone's probably gone, like 100% gone. And at this point I'm crying, and he says usually if people lose their phone on the drop, it will fall underneath the floor shaft, and that's like underneath the floor shaft is where all the gears and like the everything is that makes the ride work is all under there. And he was like, if it's there, like it's gone. Like, I'm sorry to tell you, but it's gone. So, of course, being ADHD, I didn't believe it, didn't want to accept it, because it's your phone, it's your baby. So I was like, it's no. So I went over to the Lost and Found and filled out a form there just in case I had lost it before the ride, even though I knew I had my phone. I was like, no, it can't be possible. My phone can't be in a million pieces underneath Tower of Terror. Surely I lost it before. So I went to the Lost and Found, filled out a form there, and I forgot one part. So the manager said that every night they have 3 shaft like squares or whatever. I'm not sure, it's been a while now, but he said that every night they remove 1 floor shaft and clean underneath it, and there's 3. So by the end of 3 nights, he should be able to locate like pieces of my phone, but it was definitely most likely not in one piece. So I'm waiting for either Lost and Found to somehow tell me somebody else found my phone, or I'm waiting for them to tell me that they cleaned the shaft and here's pieces of my phone. So I go in every day, and within those 3 days, because I'm working there, so I get free entrance into the parks. So I go every day into Hollywood Studios to the guest relations. I say, hey, has anybody found my phone? They say no. I'm like, okay. Go over to Lost and Found. Even though they call you when they find something, I still went up there. I was like, hey, any word on my phone? And they're like, no. I'm like, okay. So 4th day rolls along. So now they've cleaned 1, 2, and 3 shafts at night. And the 4th day rolls along and I'm already on my way to Disney's Hollywood Studios, and the manager calls me and he's like, hey, I have some pretty exciting news. Can you come over, to Hollywood Studios anytime this day? And I was like, yeah, I'm on my way over there. He's like, great, meet me at, guest relations. I've got something really exciting. And I'm like, okay, Disney is really, really great. I was like expecting like maybe they gave me a gift basket. Maybe they're trying to, make some magic. They're going to do something nice because, my phone got destroyed. I wasn't expecting to see my phone at all by that point, because now it's 4 days. I'm past the denial stage. I'm like, dang, my phone is wrecked. So, whatever. I'm just thinking like, oh, it's going to be something nice. But I come in and the manager's standing there and he's got my phone in his hand. And I like literally just burst into tears. I was like, oh my gosh, like what happened? How did you find it? And he was like, I have never in the 8 years that I've worked here seen someone's phone survive the fall. But your phone was down there in the 3rd shaft with the gears, with the engines, everything else. And it was in one piece. And he was like, we already charged it for you. Here it is. You can turn it on. I turned it on. It was like completely fine. So obviously this video is not sponsored. I have like 67 subscribers, but I did want to make this video just in case you're looking at purchasing a new phone case. If you want to support a brand that cares about sustainability, Lifeproof is the way to go. So I hope this helped somebody to make a choice, or maybe just entertained you for a few minutes. But if you like this video, please let me know by leaving a like down below. And I'd love to hear if you have a crazy Lifeproof story, or if this video encouraged you to purchase a Lifeproof phone case. Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear about it. If you'd like to support the struggle, please go ahead and subscribe. And if you'd like to help me make better videos, my Patreon link is down below. Other than that, I'll catch y'all later. Bye.